Really important to keep your face cloths really clean. I thought this was like quite a nice animal print. It's very important, especially if you wear makeup to do a double cleanse. Currently, this one is watching TV with me. This is one of those products that is like TikTok famous. Morning, everyone. Well, it's not the morning, it is 10 to 1 and I haven't started vlogging yet. So sorry. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because I've got the face recognition on, but I swear to God, I zoom out and it blurs my skin. And then I come in and I look like a normal human. I'm really confused. Anyone knows about cameras, let me know if the face detection will do that or not, because these, I've got the Sony a5000 and I realised that they put this like soft focus filter on automatically when you like first get it. So I did go in and fix that, and I have double checked that it is not on. But I changed the settings and stuff because it actually just made my lighting and everything like much better. But it's got face detection on, and I wonder if the face detection blurs out or whether it's, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I know nothing about cameras. I just received an email to say that I had been paid. That makes me extremely, extremely happy. I'm putting that straight into savings, not touching it, because this is the thing. Like, I had money in my account already, and I'm sure like lots of other people are having the same thing. Like the tax bill that came in on the January 31st, like just gone, I haven't paid. I've like spoken to HMRC and sorted out like more of a payment plan stuff because COVID hit. I was already going to be late with it just because like payments and stuff, and that's fine, and I've sort of done all the things that you should do and it's not a problem. And I know HMRC, especially if you're self-employed, are kind of giving you a lot more leeway than normal. And even though I have like a few bits of money coming in now because I'm owed money still, I'm still not earning for the next few months. So now I'm like, should I just pay off my tax bill like completely and it's done? But then I'd be worried, like, what if some clients don't pay me, like I need money to live on like now? And then I know that the one that's normally due in like June or July or whatever is delayed until next January. But you know, when you're just like, it just makes me very, all of this stuff makes me very nervous, and I never know what to do because obviously I want to pay all my tax on time and I want to get everything sorted and I don't want to be owing any money and all of this kind of stuff. But then it makes me really nervous. It's like, what do I do? I might ring and just ask if I can make like an extra payment or something. I don't know. So that's gone straight into savings because the money that I had is kind of like, it's tax money, because obviously like from April to now, when the last tax year was over, this is making sense, I've earned money, but now I've completely stopped earning money. So when you're self-employed and you have a gap where you don't have payments, sometimes you do have to dip into your tax money that you've put aside after every payment, because some months clients don't pay you at all. Now, I managed my money pretty well and I'd started my savings account and I was paying off like my debt and all of that kind of stuff, and I've been really good with my money this year. And I feel like this whole thing has just like set me back 100%. I had a bit of a meltdown this morning to mum. Like, you know, all my friends are sort of, they've got married and they've got children, and I really want to have my own family, and I'm now like, you know, I'm going to be 27 next week and I feel like I've been left behind, and I had a really great start to the year, and now like I'm stuck at home in my late 20s. Not knowing whether I'm ever going to be able to move into my, like, in with my boyfriend, thinking that I would be like, you know, at least engaged or like something by now, and like making steps to do all those things that I want to do. And I just feel really frustrated today. And it kind of makes me a little bit upset, to be honest. And I don't know why, because it's ridiculous. Like, I'm still really young, I know that, but like, I don't know what's going on with me today. I'm feeling a bit funny and I'm frustrated at the money stuff because I was really working my arse off. I mean, any of you who follow me on my Instagram, if you don't, you should. The link is down here. Saw all my hashtag model diaries and stuff where I was, you know, flying a few times a week. I was up on a train, sleeping in hotels all the time, and it was really hard work. And I had days where I was like, fuck me, I just want to sleep in my own bed. But I did a few posts on my Instagram as well saying that I'm grateful that I'm busy, and it was going to enable me to do the things I wanted to do, like buy a house and all of that kind of stuff, and finally buy a car and like finish learning to drive and all of those kinds of things. And I just feel like my plans have been completely fucked, and I'm feeling really disappointed with it today. I know it's like not the worst thing to ever happen to anyone, I know that, but I just feel really like down about it today. So yeah, sorry, not really much of a mood lifter. What is a mood lifter though is that I bought these, having just said I've been really good with my money, which I have, because it is my birthday next week. I treated myself to a pair of trainers which were less than half price on ASOS, and these are, and they were the last pair in my size as well, and I'm obsessed with like yellow, as you may have noticed. And these are the Puma Aeon Heritage trainers in white and yellow. Look at them, they are so nice. I love yellow. I love this yellow. I think it looks cute on me. It's like a white trainer with a pop colour. I've been wearing like trainers, jeans and a shirt, or like a cute kind of like pick out the colour, like matching top styly, and then like layering like gold jewellery and shit lately. And I think even if you're in the house and stuff, or you're just going to the shops or something because you have to do like an emergency shop or something, it's nice to make yourself feel nice. And even when I do eventually go back to work and stuff, this is the kind of thing that I like to wear because they look nice and I look put together, even though someone's going to like dress me when I get there anyway. It still kind of helps me look like a bit more cool, and I can still do that like relaxed style and feel really comfortable because I'll spend most of my day in heels. I'm traveling a lot. I also have like back problems and have had major back problems from like the age of like 20, 21. I've got like disc issues, I get sciatica and all this kind of shit. So flat shoes, very handy, but they're nice and they're really comfortable. And yeah, I have a pair of similar ones. I can't remember what they are, but they've got like baby blue, a little bit of like a greyish colour and some like light pink in them, and they are very similar to these ones in like shape and style. I really like the Puma trainers. I just find them really comfortable and they last really nicely too. So they were from ASOS. I think loads of the sizes has like sold out now, but they were, I think they were like 70 something pounds and they were reduced to 33. So they were less than half price, and that was like my present to myself. Then I also got this like leopard print jumpsuit as well because I thought that the colour was nice. I got it in a UK size 16. Sometimes I need an 18 because of the length of my torso, but it looks like this, and I love these kind of like floaty sleeves. The material's really nice. It looks like something that you could wear like really cash with like sliders and some nice gold jewellery and hoops, or you could jazz it up with like a nice watch and layered gold jewellery, hoops, and like you could do like a heel or something. And I also think it would look cool with like a white trainer as well. So I got that in a 16 and I'll try that on later. Feels really nice. I think when you're curvy, like I'm fairly hourglass, like my stomach's quite flat, I do go in, but I have hips and like I'm quite big busted. But I do think these kind of shapes, if you are bigger, are really like flattering, or if you're just kind of like you've got a small waist and a bigger bust, these are really nice with like a wider leg trouser, because I'm quite self-conscious about my thighs, even though like they're fine, I know that, but it's got like the waist tie to bring you in, and this crossover kind of v-neck at the front is really flattering if you do have a bigger bust like me. I'm like an E cup, which is, you know, more than a handful. So I think if you're bigger busted, it just kind of accentuates the curves and the shapes, and if you have less of a waist than me, then it kind of nips you in as well, and I think it's a really kind of flattering universal shape on most people. And if you're slim, of course, as well, it kind of creates more of those curves by again pulling you in at the waist and kind of flaring out slightly at the bottom. So it kind of works for all shapes, I feel like. It's kind of that universally flattering thing. Also, I like these kind of colours on me, those kind of like earthy tones I think are really nice, and although I'm not like a massive animal print person, I thought this was like quite a nice animal print. So yeah, I treated myself to that as well. Not sorry. I have made breakfast / lunch because I haven't eaten anything yet, as usual. And I've got some like homemade pizza like I did before, and then just like a load of salad because we had some romaine lettuce that was going to go off soon, so I just like chopped the whole head up. I've got some salt and pepper and some of the vegan Pizza Express dressing. Yeah, that's going to be it for a bit. I shall see you later. I need to start my editing as well. I really don't want to do it. I can't be arsed. Oh well, in a bit. Currently, this one is watching TV with me. And he is ignoring the berries that he's been offered. And I've got Neighbours on. Oh yeah. And a jar of pickles. So, my glowy makeup is... Oh, can you see how bad that tan is? Oh my god, don't even look at it. It's absolutely hideous. I'm just running a bath. I'm going to take my makeup off and stuff. It looked really nice for most of the day, and now it's just getting to that point where it's like too glowy. Plus I've had my glasses on because I was editing. It took me ages today, but I did have a nice little sesh finding some royalty-free music. Because I'm not signed up to anywhere where you can just like download tracks, you know, sometimes you can like pay for the whole year or something. So I don't do that. I just go onto YouTube, and there's lots of accounts that actually suggest royalty-free music, and they have loads of different playlists. So like summer vibes and like party and like pop music and rock and stuff, and so that's where I get my music from. For any of you that are starting to make your own videos, I just go to YouTube, and there's often like a link in the description box, and you normally have to like copy and paste like where you got it from and like give a credit. So I am just gonna have a bath, and I'm gonna take my makeup off. Actually, let me just show you what I use to take my makeup off. So I use this Body Shop Chamomile Silky Cleansing Oil. So I will like take a pump and a half, two pumps maybe, I don't know, and then smush it around my face, technical terms only, and then I will kind of get it all into like my eye makeup and everything, and then I will add a little bit of water to this so that it emulsifies. And you should always do this with your cleansing oils because it's kind of like, you know, it turns it into like the proper cleanser and it comes off your skin easier. And then I will take a washcloth, and I have like 5 or 6 and have them on rotation, so I have like, I might use it for like 2 nights. I wring it out and stuff and wash it in the sink, and then it will have like a proper machine wash as well. It's really important to keep your face cloths really clean. And then I will go in with my CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser as my second cleanse, and then I will do all of my skincare afterwards. So it's very important, especially if you wear makeup, to do a double cleanse. Tonight I'm going to exfoliate, so I'm going to use the Ordinary AHA 30% BHA 2%. This is one of those products that is like TikTok famous, and what I will say to any of you who've seen this, and it's really cool because it's red, so it looks like you're giving yourself a vampire facial, but the problem with this is that it's kind of like esthetician or facialist grade stuff, and it's amazing that here in the UK, certainly, I think it's different rules for different countries, we can get our hands on this to use at home. But what I will say to you is that you must patch test first. This stuff is very strong. It's probably not suitable for sensitive skin, and you should not leave it on for more than, I think it says 10 minutes, but I probably do it for about 7. Now I use a lot of acids, I use a lot of exfoliants, glycolic, stuff like that on my skin, and I'm very careful with sunscreen. That stuff is very, very strong. It will make you photosensitive as well, so you must, and you should be anyway, wearing sunscreen if you're going to use it. Patch test first. Do not also, because it comes in like a little dropper, do not be touching the dropper when you're applying it onto your skin, because that way you kind of, you can affect the product by putting bacteria and stuff from your face back into the bottle, which will not make the product as effective, but also, you know, it just means your stuff is unclean. It's just not good. You need to have good product hygiene. If you're doing anything from droppers and stuff, you should kind of put it onto the back of your hand, but like don't touch the skin, if that makes sense, and apply from there, or like drop it on without touching the skin. That's very important. It's very, very strong stuff. You can cause yourself a chemical burn with that. I've seen loads of people thinking, oh, it burns, I'm going to leave it on for a bit longer. Do not leave it on for a bit longer. The first time you use it after you've done your patch test and you know that it is okay for you to use on your skin. Don't use it if you've got any open wounds, you've been picking at spots, anything like that. It can be really, really dangerous. This stuff is extremely strong, and I see people using it on TikTok and on YouTube and Instagram incorrectly, and it's dangerous. So be really, really careful with your skin, and I would maybe leave it on for like 2 to 3 minutes for your first go and see how your skin gets on, and then lather on that sunscreen. I also would not be using it and then applying a full face of makeup. That is the worst thing you can do. You've just done a really intense acid treatment on your skin. It's going to be delicate, it's going to need to heal and soothe, maybe something like an aloe vera gel or just like a regular plain non-fragranced moisturiser or something, and just let your skin kind of heal and chill out overnight. I would not be doing that during the day, not before makeup. Do not leave it on for longer. Wear your sunscreen and patch test first. I've seen so many people using this stuff, and it can really do your skin some damage, and you don't want to be doing that. So a warning for you all, it's fantastic and I do recommend it, but it's not suitable for all skin types. It's something that you might not have a tolerance to, especially if you're new to acids. This is not the thing I would be going for. If you are new to acids, have I got one to show you in my cupboard right now? If you are brand new to acids and you want to do an exfoliating treatment and you want like some kind of nice serum, I would apply something like this. This is the lactic acid 10%. You can get it in the 5% as well. It is again an exfoliating treatment, so it's good if you've got kind of pigmentation, acne scarring, does help with acne, exfoliation, all that kind of stuff. Again, use in the evening. Be gentle to your skin afterwards. I wouldn't be using it and then going out in the sunlight. Make sure you wear your sunscreen, especially the next day, although you should be wearing it all the time, and start with something gentler to see how your skin kind of copes with it. As I said, they do a 5%, that's the 10% because they use a lot of acid, and actually that's still a very gentle. Lactic acid is a brilliant starter acid if you are new to exfoliating your skin in this way. And if you are used to exfoliating your skin with acids and stuff and you're like me and you're a skincare freak and you use all that stuff anyway and you have a tolerance for it, this is amazing, but still be really careful with it. Do not go leaving it on for longer than the allotted time. And as I said, if it's your first time using it, use it for less. Patch test first, very important. Anyway, skincare ran over. I'm gonna get in the bath now. I'm gonna probably wash my hair today because I just want the colour to fade a little bit. It's looking a bit stark still. I'm gonna start scrubbing some of this hideous tan mistake off. I won't be using the clear one again. I don't think I'm pro enough for it. I like to be able to see when I'm applying my tan colour, because then you miss bits and you end up looking really bad like me right now. So this is probably going to be it for the vlog. I'm sorry if it was a little bit less interesting. I was on a bit of a downer today, to be honest. I couldn't really be bothered to vlog. I didn't even check on my plants. I didn't go for my walk. I did do like a mini yoga sesh, but it's really hard for me to film that without getting loads of crap in the way, and there's just not enough space in my room to do that. Dad's been working from home all day. I didn't do very much, and that's it really. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm really sorry. And I will see you again tomorrow, so don't forget to go follow me on Instagram. I'm doing these like bright makeup looks over there, so if you guys want more makeup content because you subscribed to the channel initially, because my channel is normally a beauty channel, then do go hit me up over there, and I kind of tell you all the products I use and all that kind of stuff. So if you're into that, check that out. Reptile channel as well for more lizard content is always linked in the down bar, and there should be some new videos and stuff popping up for you to look at here or here, which I would appreciate if you went and watched them. There we go, English, hannahjojanes. Sort yourself out. Anyway, I'm gonna have a nice bath now. I hope you have a wonderful evening, day, whatever time it is there. I hope you've had a good day. Oh my god, I need to leave. Right, love you all. See you tomorrow. Thumbs up the video for me. See you very soon. Okay, bye.